I was going through my notes for last year, some of the things I wrote last year, my jotter, my diary, and I found this particular notes that I wrote down on this book on the 25th of November 2024. That should be 1 month after coming here. So I wrote this thing down when I felt like I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here. I don't understand what was happening. Things weren't going my way. I was just fed up with everything. Like, I had this particular dream. Yes, this is part of the dream, but this is not like exactly the way I wanted this to happen. So, in all this feeling of confusion and not knowing what else to do, I wrote this. I don't know if I should call this a poem or what, but it's kind of like a poem, but it doesn't have a particular structure. It's kind of like a freestyle. I just wrote it, but I wrote it in the form of a poem. As you can see the dates. I don't think it's clear. 25th of November 2024. And let me share what I wrote here, because I read it today and it was very funny, especially the ending. This is the poem. Why does it seem as if every time my life seems to be going well? Oh, why does it seem as if every time my life seems to be going well? I mean, every time things seems to be going well, everything suddenly takes a new turn. It's supposed to be a question mark. Everything suddenly takes a new turn. Second verse. Things aren't steady in my life. They always seem to come and go like a defined pattern. And I always seem to be trying to keep up, grasping at things and having them slip away just when I thought I had it pretty good. Okay, that makes sense. 1 minute I'm happy, then I'm sad. This is a line from one of the songs I learned back then in November. It's from a woman I don't follow actually, but I love the song. I found the music on what's it called, on TikTok, and the first line is 1 minute I'm happy, then I'm sad. If you are very active on TikTok, you may have seen this. You may have watched a video or a short with this song as the background, or as this song on the background, people singing or vibing to this song. It says, 1 minute I'm happy, then I'm sad. I get angry, then relax. I go from chaos into self-control. It's one of my side effects. But you seem like a real nice guy, and I don't want to treat you bad. This is fast version. Anyways, that's the song. I took the first line and added it to this sort of poem or diary or journal. I don't even know what to call it. So this is the third verse now. 1 minute I'm happy, then I'm sad. She got that line right because it clearly defines my mood at this point. Or maybe it's just me trying to hold on to something that was meant to pass away. Makes sense. Maybe it's me who clearly don't understand the concept of change. I know that life is full of ups and downs, but can the ups last a little longer? Yeah, I remember that moment. It's as if I just wanted to hold on to the good parts, the good memories for a little longer before everything just changes and turns upside down. Even though I believe and I preach that we should be flexible and allow ourselves to adapt to changes as they come, because life is full of changes and we can't stop it whether we like it or not. But still, I find myself trying to hold on to the good memories, the good part of life, and that is what I wrote here. I know that life is full of ups and downs, but can the ups last a little longer and the downs less longer? It could already be happening, but because the downs come carrying lots of heavyweight energies, it feels as if they last longer. Or am I overthinking this? A big part of me says yes. That is answering the question, am I overthinking this? I want to write a song. Maybe this could magically turn into a beauty soul touching song like the story of Rachel Pratt. This is one of the musicians I follow on Spotify. Yes, I listen to her song on Spotify. but it already looks like a poem or even a post on Facebook. Actually, it doesn't even look like a poem, but it sounds like a poem. It sounds like a spoken word poem, a little bit, but now I'm making it a Facebook live video. Interesting. The last verse, either way, I let my thoughts out and I don't think I feel any better than when I started. Because they'll tell you that if you're feeling worse, if you're feeling confused, if you had it up to here, just get a pen on a paper and write it down, you feel better. I wrote it down. That's what I said. Either way, I let my thoughts out and I don't think I feel any better than when I started. I'm clearly judging myself too hard. Takes deep breath. I actually wrote this. Takes deep breath. Life goes on. And I don't have this is the funniest part. I don't even know what I was thinking that day. I don't know what happened that day. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I wrote here on the last verse, life goes on, and I don't have food to eat this I don't have food to eat this night. Who the hell includes this kind of thing in their poem? I don't have food to eat this night, but I have a laptop on the way. Makes sense. That's the end of it. Jesus Christ. I found it this morning. I've just been laughing. Like, really, it's good to keep documents like this so that you can go back and discover what it is, or just kind of know your thought pattern few months or few years back and see how much you've improved along the line, along the way. That was November last year, then December, January, February, just 3 months ago that I wrote this thing that I don't even understand. I don't know what happened exactly that day, what exactly happened that day. I don't know how I was feeling, but I just know that with this poem, it just gave me a glimpse of no. Things weren't really going good for me, or the way I want them to that time. But compared to now, I feel better. I'm doing better. I am happier. I am more comfortable. And things are just going great. So if I were to go back 3 months and talk to this girl that wrote this thing, I'll tell her that don't worry, everything will be fine. Yeah, you're actually overthinking it. Just don't worry, everything will be fine. It's not that deep. It's not that hard.